And we're underway with FCS versus Pace. FCS in the navy blue, Pace in the all white. This is the third game of both of these teams. FCS tying Marathon 2-2 in their first match. And in their match just yesterday, they won 2-0 against Hialeah. Pace, on the other hand, they've been mercy ruled, 9-1 and 8-0 in their past two games. Here's a through ball here to Jonathan Estrada, and he kicks it wide right. This will be a goal kick for Pace. Just a disclaimer that the boundaries are the yellow lines, as this is a multi-purpose field. Goal kick comes deep. That's Garcia, number 10, challenging. And here's Danny Smith, a basketball player, actually checking in to play for the Patriots in this game. Ewan tries to clear it, and it's deflected out of bounds for an FCS throw-in eventually. Estrada sending Lucas through, and this will be headed out for a corner kick for FCS. Sebastian Sarquois will be taking the corner kick for FCS. Comes into the back post, and it's headed in! And that's Nick Britos, who scored yesterday as well from a free kick, this time scoring with a head. An FCS lead 1-0, just under 5 minutes into this match. That was a well-hit corner kick from Sarquois. And Britos with a powerful header to the upper left of the goal. And that's Rodriguez running it back, sending it to Isaguirre in goal for FCS. Isaguirre sends Mendia through down the left flank. Ends up going out for a throw-in. Mendia looking for Ray, number 9 for FCS downfield. It's cleared away by Pace. Now Ewan hits it down the line for Estrada. Ewan climbs up for the challenge. I think just a fair 50-50 ball between the two players. Here comes a throw-in for Pace. Ewan clearing it out of bounds again. And Pace will rethrow. It's sent down the line. I wonder if this ball went in. Referee indicates it's a throw-in for FCS. And Pace is all of a sudden through. He's at the near post. And it's picked up by Isaguirre. And he was chased down by two FCS defenders. In the end, a calm end to that play for FCS from some good positioning. Pace coming down the right sideline. And now Britos hits it with the inside out. And the through ball was just a little bit too deep for Ray. And it's punted away by Pace. Looks like it'll go out of bounds. And FCS recover possession. Estrada hits Sarquois through. And this ball rolls out just before the corner flag. It will be a throw-in. Strada may be looking for a long throw here. Gets a bit to the near post. And Garcia trying to corral it. Gets it back to Rodriguez, who scored from about that range yesterday. Tried to hit a through ball to Mendia at the left post. And here's Ray dribbling through. Oh, William wanted to swing at it. David Ray still fighting for it. Now Pace coming down the left flank. And Jason did well to challenge. I think his own teammate got in his way there. Strada throwing another good ball down the line to Sarquois. The referee will call a foul. Considering the quality of ball that Sarquois hit on that corner kick, this as well is a dangerous spot for FCS. And it looks like he is going to be taking this one as well. And that wall looks well within 10 yards. And as Sarquois asks for distance, he crosses it to the back post again. It's headed out by Pace. That's some good defending from them. But it will be another corner kick from the left-hand flag for FCS. And it looks like Mendia will kick this one with his left foot. This will be an out-swinging ball. It's deep to the back post. Britos again will head it to the other side of goal. And Ray couldn't angle his header towards goal. It will go out for a goal kick for Pace. Here's the goal kick. It's a bit of a short one. FCS trying to capitalize by putting some pressure on. Pace look like they're doing well to get out of there. Mendia will throw it to Ray, who's at the top of the box, trying to head through to Sarquois. And William misses the challenge, but Garcia follows up to get it back. Here's Rodriguez, who did well to find Sarquois, but he couldn't keep his touch to the ground. And Danny Smith really high up trying to get the challenge, but FCS do have numbers forward. Or numbers back, I should say. Let's see if Pace can mount an attack. They've yet to show all that much threat thus far in this game. Here's Rodriguez giving it to Britos, who calmly finds Garcia in the middle of the park, who mistouches it. Would have been a good chance for a counter for FCS. That's some great effort from the Pace midfielder to keep the possession alive for his team. This will be a throw-in for Pace. It's back to Smith. Heavy touch. And then runs into the Pace player. This will be a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. And from what I was seeing in the warm-up, Pace do have a handful of players that can strike the ball really well. Looks like the number 10 for Pace is taking this free kick. You'll have to forgive me for not knowing their names. I looked up their roster online, it was blank. So just gonna have to go with numbers. On top of that, it's really difficult to see their numbers from this far away, as there's just a slight trim of red with white numbers on a white jersey. The wind would be coming from right to left as far as what I can feel right now, which would help the ball swing to the left. Number 10 opted to go to back post, and although the ball curved a little bit, Isagiri was ready for it. It's a low line drive punt through the middle. And that's a heavy through ball. Will roll all the way back to Isagiri, who's going to take his time smartly as FCS does have the 1-0 lead. And he'll pick up the ball eventually as Pace was forced to rush him. Britos gives it to Rodriguez, who looks for Sarkwa again, just missed the flick header. I think he was looking to just send David Ray through. Jonathan Estrada having a great chance to affect this game with his throw-ins. That's another dangerous one down to Sarkwa, forcing a throw-in out of Pace. Jonathan had a chance to cross it there, whiffed. It's a Pace throw-in. Rodriguez first to challenge. Some confusion on the sideline there as that throw-in took irregularly long. Some powerful throwers from Pace. Estrada failing to connect with the ball. And the referee does call a free kick there, as I think Estrada's leg went a little high. Oh, it looks like it was just a throw-in after all. There's Danny Smith dangerously hitting into the middle. William does well to win that challenge. I think he wants to send David Ray through. Couldn't get the ball off of his foot. Ewan with the ball down the right flank. Ends up going out of bounds. Ewan and Smith defending there. This looked like it rolled out for a corner. Looks like what the FAR official is indicating. Oh, a goal kick rather. And Rodriguez retrieves the ball really far out. Isagiri will play low to Britos, who will launch this ball through. FCS have a couple guys forward. Yeah, looked like David was way offside in that instance. It's unfortunate, didn't really need to cheat up. That's a well-hit ball. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of that from Britos. This is a very nice turf field. And on turf fields like this, the ball tends to skip quite a bit. So those kinds of balls become all that more dangerous. Garcia gives it to Ray. A nice 1-2 between them. Garcia chips it through to Ray. Let's see if he can connect here with his right foot. And it's in! That's a great goal! Ray, who was playing on the back line in the previous match, has been switched up to the number 9, the number on his jersey. And that's a number 9 finish right there. What a strike. I expected him to just hit it off a half volley with his left foot, but he opted to go with his preferred right foot. And the rest is history. FCS up 2-0 in this first half. William giving the ball to Rodriguez. Loses it in the middle. Bodied off of the ball. Trying to recover. Look at the work rate of Rodriguez. Chases it down. And he'll get it out of bounds, stopping the attack from Pace. Smith clears it out. Sarquois coming back from the other end of the field to fight for this one. Now William and Rodriguez trying to challenge the midfielder for pace. Mendia even coming back. He's down there in the corner dueling. And it comes through to Isaguirre. It's a bit of an awkward ball, bounced right across the 6-yard box. Isaguirre had a good read on it. Rodriguez opting to kick it through. Pace's midfielder sets up Garcia again, trying to get another chip through. This might be called offside, though. Yes, it is. I think that's the correct call once again. Just another comment on David Ray's goal. He did have a nice 1-2 with Garcia. It's not as though Ray is only good for just kicking the ball hard. He had a great wall pass to Garcia, made the run, and then give a credit to Garcia with a true number 10's pass to David Ray to set up that great goal. There's Mendia down there with the throw-in. Not really close to Ray at all. Look at that, 3 FCS players challenging, stopping the counter from, oh man, that's a weird bounce. Let's see if Estrada can deal with it. There's to get it to Sarquois, and Estrada goes to ground. This will be a free kick. Rodriguez will kick this one instead. As we saw Sarquois kick from a similar distance. Rodriguez with a great leg. Hits it to the back post. And the Pace defender down there in the corner will let it roll out, as it will be a throw-in for his team. And we've got a substitution. Evan Garcia coming on for John Estrada. Meanwhile, play has resumed. And Pace clearing the ball out after Sarquois made it a little bit more interesting for them than I think they were hoping. Ewan with a really long throw. Evan almost getting on the end of that one, but the Pace defender clears it away just in time. Look at the pressure from FCS in the middle of the park. That's a great pass from William to find Rodriguez. Oh, who was just one pass away from getting Ray or Garcia through. Garcia on the ball now. Cuts in. There's another cut from him. Passes it back to Mendia. Kind of derails the momentum, but FCS do retain possession. Burritos turns it back, setting up Mendia. Showing a little bit of the ball to the Pace defender. Ends up getting out of that instance. William misses the touch. Sarquois hits it through to Ray. And here's Garcia. Couldn't get a good pass on it. Garcia will launch it from far away. And it hits the upright of the American football field goal. Gotta appreciate FCS willing to pull the trigger. Past few goal kicks haven't been too deep from Pace. This one gets to William. Misses the touch, but Garcia will cycle it back to Britos, who's now going on the left flank. Couldn't get it to Mendia. Britos a little out of position, had to commit to that tackle. But the rest of the FCS players doing a good job to cover for him. This will be a free kick for Pace at about the 50-yard line, if we're using the American football field markers. Pace really sending numbers forward. Ball's coming in. Isagiri comes out for it, and he's absolutely trucked by a Pace player. And that clearance from Rodriguez deflected off of a Pace player. Isagiri desperately goes back and saves it before a rolled in goal. Bit of a close call for FCS. Rodriguez will chip it to Garcia. Great pass to alleviate the pressure. Garcia trying to get this ball away to Sarquois. And we will be going to the water break. FCS lead 2-0, about 20 minutes into the first half. And we will resume play with a Pace free kick around that 40-yard line number. Pace really committing numbers forward, as you can see. Here comes the ball. It's hard into the left. Let's see. I think it'd end up going out for a throw-in. Referee's a little indecisive there. Ultimately, it is called a throw-in. This will be basically from the corner flag. Rodriguez will throw it. He'll have to just go down line. Garcia will kick it to the middle. Not really anyone there for FCS. Rodriguez with a good challenge. Mendia couldn't clear it away as it's deflected off a Pace player. But Britos does, sending Ray through. Oh, that was actually Garcia, Evan Garcia, down there, who gets strongly bodied off the ball. Pace with some really tough, strong players. Gotta admire that. That ball is out for a throw-in on the far sideline from us. Ball boy running from way downtown. Bringing the ball over. Oh, I think FCS managed to get another ball. Britos with a low pass to Rodriguez. Wasn't the easiest ball to trap, but Rodriguez did resolve that situation. Ewan a bit in isolation here. Tries to clear it out. Yeah, that ball did deflect off of him as it went out of bounds. Pace trying to throw the ball over him. Danny Smith was there behind him to cover for him. Another deep throw from Pace. Got some really good throwers on that team. Garcia trying to fight through two Pace players. There's FCS really teaming up for the challenge. And Garcia hits this one to the other Garcia downfield. Man, looked like a tough challenge. Britos pokes the ball through. Gets it to Mendy on the left flank. He finds Evan. Here's Chris Garcia. Grounds it to Sarkois. He's got Estrada on the right. Estrada's through. Oh, and he puts it to the right of the goal. Oh, that was a great chance for Estrada. Here's a goal kick. I think slowly FCS have come up little by little. That was the deepest of the goal kicks for Pace. I think we'll be seeing that man kick the rest of the goal kicks. This will be a throw-in for Pace in their own half. FCS really putting the pressure on. We've got all 11 players on Pace's side of the field. John Estrada misses that ball as it was thrown right to him. Ewan was looking for Rodriguez. Let's see if Pace can get the ball out of their own half. Got some good combinations right now. And there's a foul called there. I believe it was on Rodriguez. Nishigiri coming out to the top of his 18. And FCS just had more numbers back there. It's a gutsy commitment from Isaguirre. Had his hands on it, almost paid off for him. Thankfully, his defense bailed him out. Great throw from Pace. Ends up rolling to the back post. Mendia having a challenge there. Britos will clear it to Evan. And Evan gets the challenge through. He's quick and he puts his body on the line. He leaves the ball behind him there that time. And referee calls a Pace throw for deflection. A substitution for Pace. It'll be a throw in on the far sideline. Rodriguez calmly on the ball. Oh, a bit of a heavy touch. Failed him there. There's one of the parents, Mr. Swindoll, going to get the ball, putting it back in play. And giving it back to the ball boy. I think Britos was hoping for an out-of-bounds call there. And this will be a Pace throw-in. Really hard to tell from this angle just how close they are to the sideline. Quick throw from Pace. That's Rodriguez going to ground to kick the ball out. Oh man, it looked like it nicked a Pace player as it went out of bounds. And that's you can see the disappointment. Oh, it's a foul throw called. Welcome to high school soccer. And it'll be a rethrow for Pace from that same spot. Here's a deep kick. Oh, it just hits the crossbar. What a strike that was. Wow. Must have been at least 30 yards out. It's a line drive through. Rolls all the way to the Pace back line. Here's Ewan. Tries to clear it away. Kind of shanks it. Ends up in the stands over here. There's William on the challenge. Ends up getting it. Tries to poke it through to Garcia. It's a bit heavy. Pace down the line, putting the pressure on after this first water break. And the Pace defender gives the ball away. Estrada finds Garcia. And FCS could be on the attack here. Good switch to Mendy on the left side. Gives it to Swindoll. And he'll leave it for Garcia, the number 10. Cuts a Pace defender. William looking for the wall, pass to Garcia. It's cleared out by Pace. And that's a mishit pass from Pace. They were looking for a counterattack. Would have been a 3-on-5 counter. FCS doing really well to transition back and forth from defense and offense. That throw in from Ewan gets chested out by Sarquois. Couldn't keep it in. Sarquois putting some pressure on. As Pace trying to play out of the back. It's eventually given up. Sarquois hits it across field. There's Chris Garcia. Cuts it back. William will hit it heavy back to Garcia. Oh, he had Rodriguez wide open there. Oh, man, both teams stopped for that handball. And we're still playing. Britos clears it away. William going to midfield. Oh, man, both players going full speed into that ball. Somehow William keeps it. Mendia hits it through to Garcia. And the goalkeeper does well to go to the edge of his 18. It's a punt on the right side. Britos tries to hit it through to Garcia. And it's hit through for Pace. That's Mendia defending. And the referee calls offside there. Britos will just launch it. That's a well-lofted ball to Garcia. And Chris will keep it for himself. Got a little bit of separation. Oh! I'm honestly surprised by this call. Looked like the player did get the ball. And it will be a yellow card. This is a decent distance for FCS. They do have a few players that can hit the ball from here. Britos scored from about this distance in yesterday's match. Very similar spot. Let's see who's going to take this one. Looks like Garcia will keep the ball. He was the one that was fouled. I guess the discussion was it's only fair that he has a chance to seal the deal. Pace has put a defender on the right post. 3 in the wall. 1 man in between the wall and the goal. And Garcia will just go low to the left post. And it's saved well by Pace. Ball's punted across field. Garcia with a nice hit through. Sarquois can give it right back to Garcia. It does eventually get to him. Estrada gets it. Looked like a handball. Estrada still fighting for it. There's Danny Smith. Does manage to scrape out the clearance. Britos with a nice pass to Mendia, who gives it away. I think he was looking for Rodriguez in the middle. There he is. Rodriguez. Again, so calm on the ball. There's Mendia down the left. Defended well by Pace. Britos covering so much ground. He'll go all the way back to the goalkeeper to retain possession. And Isaguirre kicks a dime to Britos, right back to him. Here's William in the middle, who gives it back to Britos. Rodriguez with plenty of space. He's going to dribble onto it. Sets up Mendia on the left flank. See if he can get that left-footed cross in. Goes to it. Pace defender. Now Rodriguez has a chance. He'll put it towards goal. Oh, and it's just wide right of the right post. Pace trying to play out of the back. They might pay for it here. Garcia can make it 3-0. Oh, and it hits the field goal. Not even sure what the call is. Ends up being a free kick for Pace. Preston clears it to Garcia with plenty of space. There's a Pace defender just tying his shoe back there. Garcia absolutely whiffs on the shot. And there's Chris chasing it down. He just commits to the shoulder challenge instead. And this will be an FCS throw. Let's see if Mendia can get a good throw in here. He's got 4 guys in the box. Gives it to Chris Garcia. Will chip it to the back post. Goalie gets his hands on it. Eventually does pick it up. And this punt, unfortunately, goes over the winger for Pace. This will be FCS's throw right back at him. Estrada trying to set up Sarquois. And the center back for Pace, confident enough to dribble out. He's done well so far. Hits it down the line. Look at the amount of players for FCS there. Securing the ball. Isaguirre taking his time to clear this one out. Rolls it to Rodriguez. Gives it back to Isaguirre, who clears it with his left foot. Here's Garcia on the right-hand flank. Estrada going down line again. Sarquois has a chance. Ends up getting around his defender. He'll hit it at the back post. Goalie gets on the ball, though. Not enough power behind the cross to find his man on the back post. And it's a substitution for FCS. And I believe Evan Garcia is being subbed off. Oh no, John Estrada is being subbed off, and Evan will come down here to the right mid position. And David Ray has come on as striker. No, correction. It's actually Joaquin Gonzalez, number 5 for FCS, that's checked in at left forward. Here's a corner kick for FCS. They scored from this same situation to open the scoring early in the game. There's another well-hit ball to the back post. And that was Britos again. Could have doubled his goal tally and made it 3-0 for FCS. Rodriguez will receive the punt. A little too slow to dribble forward, though. Pace trying to make an attack. Britos has got 3 guys around him. Commits to the slide tackle. And I think, yeah, Britos is definitely arguing that he got ball, as players usually do. Oh, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a direct kick on goal from this distance. The man hit the crossbar from roughly this same distance earlier in the match. He'll go for goal. And it's just wide. It was touched wide by Isaguirre. It's a great kick from Pace. Isaguirre was ready, though. William trying to dribble the ball out. Eventually Ewan gets on it. Hits it through, no offside here. Both men were on their own half. There's Gonzalez. And it's a throw-in for FCS. Garcia was looking for William in the middle. There's Rodriguez. See if he can fight through it. Gets the ball for his efforts. And he'll just put it on goal, picked up easily by the goalie. And that is halftime. FCS lead 2-0 over Pace at the half. And we're back for the second half. FCS kickoff.
Because it would have been last.
Danny Smith giving it to Preston. And Rodriguez will just clear it out. William trying to get onto this ball. Bounces into his face, but he won't give up. Give it back to Ewan. Doesn't give the most decisive clearance. Pace coming down the left flank. They're still on the ball here. This is a good chance for them to get a goal right at the beginning of the second half. But Britos will dribble the ball up his left-hand flank. He was looking for Garcia or William in the middle there. Britos gets a slide tackle in for the throw-in. Number 11 for Pace, even giving him a high five after that one. Number 11 crosses the ball. Ewan heads it wide. And there's Esteban looking for Sarquois. Here's William, he's got the ball. Let's see who he looks for. Cuts inside, gives it to Garcia, who tries to send Sarquois through. Pass was a little errant. And now Pace coming down the left flank. Rodriguez chasing back. And Ewan has done a good job in the air in this game. Lots of aerial balls covered by him. Ewan clears that one out for a throw-in. Short throw for Pace. Trying to get out of this corner. End up kicking it out of bounds. FCS, rather, will still be a Pace throw. Ewan once again heading it out. I think this one went out for a corner, though. Pace coach deciding who to send forward for this corner. FCS's Sarquois and Evan Garcia waiting at the midfield line, ready for a counter. Here's the cross to the top of the box. Ewan challenging. And Danny Smith will clear it away. That's a great touch from Garcia. Trying to lead the counterattack. Bit of a high self pass. Now Mendia's back there. He's got Britos behind him. Smith will clear it up to Garcia. Heavy touch. FCS can't quite transition into offense. Pace have a good chance here. Oh, man, Smith stopped the ball that was going to that back post. As Pace had a player ready in the wings. Pace has done a really good job circulating the ball and keeping the pressure on FCS as they've started the second half. Oh, what a slide tackle from Esteban. A lot of good individual moments for FCS on defense, but don't quite have the quality or composure to turn it into attack just yet. Ewan launches it deep. Sarquois in a foot race with the Pace defender, who made it no contest, really. Oh, no, that's a bad touch. Calling on the Pace goalkeeper to go to ground, clear it out, and he does so. Oh, Ewan with an important touch there to stop the through ball. Garcia in the middle of the park. He's got Garcia wide open on the left, though. Tried to launch it to Sarquois. Swindoll with a through ball to Evan. And Sarquois was actually offside on that play. Chris Garcia with a clever chip through to him. If he was just in better position, would have really worked out for FCS. Ewan has this ball backwards. Garcia will grind as much of the clock as he can. Here's a line drive punt to Chris Garcia. Rodriguez calmly finds Mendia. John Heavy touches it. He still got it, though. Rodriguez came through. Took his defender with him. And Britos will make sure the ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in for his team. FCS taking a bit more of their sweet time. Solid clearance from Pace. Britos is back there. Really baiting his defender to come after him. But it ends up kicking out of bounds. Rodriguez gives it to Chris Garcia. Lots of space. And he's found Esteban down the right flank. Here he comes. Was looking for Evan, but that through ball was too deep. And the Pace goalkeeper has done a good job ever since he was put on the field, coming out to the top of his goal box. Here comes Esteban. He's on the right flank. He's got Garcia in the middle. And it looked like he put the ball on goal instead. And that's an easy save for the Pace goalkeeper. Here's one in the middle of the park. Not a good punt. It looked like he was trying to get the ball to Rodriguez. But Williams' pass didn't quite have the speed it needed to get there. And Britos will just kick it out of bounds. Didn't have many options in that situation. Britos kicks it in the ground. Interesting decision there. Wow, both players going into the air. William with the challenge at midfield. Now Pace on the attack. That's number 11 who has quite the leg. But he'll give this ball away to FCS's goalkeeper, Isaguirre. He'll throw it to Britos, who switches it all the way to Esteban. Comes back for it. Ewan trying to get a 1-2 with Esteban. Almost came back to bite him, but he does end up getting the ball through to Esteban. He's coming down the right flank. There's Mito. And he's still on the ground. And it looks like Lucas Gutierrez, the sixth grader, is about to come on for FCS. Be interested to see who he's subbing off. Might be Evan Garcia, as Mito recently came on in this game. I think they might just end up taking Mito off instead. Looks like he's okay. Does stand up on his own strength and is walking away. So Lucas Gutierrez will come on. I think he's assuming the number 10 role. And they're putting Chris Garcia further upfield. Pace with a chance here to score. Oh, and the shot ends up being on goal. Good individual effort from the Pace forward. The referee was indicating that someone couldn't come on the field. FCS players unsure to if they're even supposed to continue playing. Britos Rodriguez and the goalkeeper Isaguirre keeping the ball, baiting out Pace's defenders. And here's Garcia, who was recently switched upfield. Rodriguez calls William off the ball. Rodriguez will launch it to goal. Looks like it's over and it's in! Oh man, that's it from about 30 yards out. Rodriguez, another long-range goal. And it's 3-0 for FCS. You gotta love that William respected the call-off. Leaving it for Rodriguez, and justifiably so. Goalkeeper for Pace, in retrospect, was a little far up, caught a bit in no man's land. It wasn't the quickest of strikes, but it was well placed enough, lofty enough, and if the goalkeeper was even the slightest out of position, he would pay the price for it. Ewan hands it out. So many balls won in the air. Pace will send this ball in. Easy ball for Isaguirre. He'll roll it to Britos. This is FCS's preferred way to come out of the back, through Britos. Gives it to Lucas. Rodriguez, a recent goal scorer. Back to Britos. Looking for the 1-2. It's a well-weighted ball from Rodriguez in a tight spot. William in the middle. It was defended by two Pace players. Now Rodriguez coming through. One more man to beat. And Pace attempted the clearance, but Esteban saved it before going out of bounds. He'll send it through to Lucas. And in the end, not a good enough pass to unlock the defense of Pace. Britos heads it out of bounds, giving his chance to transition back on defense. He's beat on the throw in there. There's Danny Smith. And he'll just kick it out, no nonsense. Britos just with his hands up even before the ball was put in play. Yeah, and there's a penalty. I think that's the right decision from the referee. Not sure which player is taking him for Pace. Can't see his number from this distance. And he'll hit it to the left. Pace trying to lead the comeback here. Fans are really excited, so are the players. Heard the coach at halftime saying, let's get on the scoreboard. And for all the pressure they've put FCS under, finally it pays off with a goal for them. It's now 3-1. Still more than 20 minutes to play as we haven't reached the water break yet of this second half. And there's going to be a goalkeeper change. really warm reception for him as he comes off the field. Rodriguez launches it to Garcia. Sarquois trying to give it back to Garcia. He's got a man to beat. The defender can't get the ball out. Garcia's got an open net. Oh, and it hits the left post and it's out. I think that's why that play is an example as to why Rodriguez is just opting to just launch it. Try his chances with Chris Garcia now on the front line for FCS. Rodriguez looking for Mito, or Sarquois rather, on the right. There's Esteban. Beats his man. Crosses it. It's headed out by Pace well. There's a whiff from Evan Garcia. Had a chance to put some more pressure on and get a shot. Now Pace trying to turn it into a counterattack. And Britos has got the ball. Gives it to William, wide open in the middle of the field. Hits it down to Evan on the left flank. Ends up going out of bounds. And here's a foul throw. Sarquois will come off, make way for Sammy Mito. Miro. Don't know the acento, if there even is one. Britos throws it down line to Garcia, who finds Lucas Gutierrez. Trying to give it back to Garcia. He does so. Garcia cuts inside. Beats another man. Goes left post. And it's wide left again. Great combination between Gutierrez and Garcia off of that throw-in. I was interested to see Gutierrez in that central attacking midfield role. He is undoubtedly the smallest player on the pitch, and therefore has to make up for that size difference with near perfect touch. Margin for error is that much smaller. Throw-in goes to Chris Garcia, who's got some space for himself. Cuts one more inside. Saved well by the goalie. Garcia running from left to right, opted to go back to the left post. Trying to catch the goalie flat-footed. Britos looks for Gutierrez. And Garcia's pass went to Miro. William couldn't keep the ball down. Now Pace is on the attack. Ewan chases it down before it goes out of bounds. Did he keep it in? Miro's there on the sideline, heads it backwards. He's kept the play alive. The two smallest players for FCS putting down a battle down there. Gutierrez coming on the scene too. Oh, man. FCS player absolutely tackled. American football tackled by the Pace defender. That will stop the attack. It will be a free kick. In that area between the 18-yard box and the right corner flag. And Britos has come across the field to take this free kick. Be interested to see if he even shoots it from this angle. It's rather tight. Britos goes on goal. Oh, and somehow it doesn't go in or get touched. And this will be a goal kick. Throw in, go all the way to the corner. And Britos will walk it out of bounds for the goal kick. I think the referee was going over there to talk to the FCS players. Let's get on with it. And so I guess FCS players were out for a little more subtle time wasting. And we're going to the water break. FCS lead 3-1 over Pace. We're back from the water break. Roughly 20 minutes remaining in this match. Will be a throw-in on the far sideline for FCS. Gutierrez in the middle. Rodriguez there with a hard challenge. Pace coming in. And Britos clears it out to William, who finds Gutierrez wide open. And now Garcia with some isolation, but he's got a Pace defender running right down his back. It's to William, who will shoot it towards goal. And it's touched by a Pace defender. And he'll tip it out for a corner kick for FCS. Number 12, Jerry Bishop has subbed on for FCS. And the referee's going to show a yellow card to someone, I guess, for time wasting. And so I guess Esteban will be the sacrificial lamb on that occasion. Esteban running to the sideline, having to explain himself to the FCS coach. Gotta wonder if FCS is even, are they playing with 10 men on the field right now? And you can see the official there with his hand up, telling Britos it's not time to kick the ball yet. FCS finally get their 11th man back on the field. There's the ball from Britos, goes to the back right post. There's Bishop in the middle of the box. Garcia had the shot in the end. There's Duarte. Garcia will pass this back to Rodriguez. Britos comes through. And we'll just take a shot on goal. I think there might have been some confusion there. I think Britos was just clearing the ball out to stop play for this injury. And Pace are just dragging the player off field to the side and subbing him off to keep play going. Pace still making some adjustments with their substitutions. I'm confused what, oh, this will be a drop ball. Right where Britos is, the referee's gonna drop the ball for him. And we'll resume play. Britos will just chuck it long to Garcia, who's already in the box in a threatening position. Dribbles it onto his left foot. There's Sammy Mito. Cuts inside. And a lot of Pace players around him. Garcia gives it to Gutierrez, who had two men closing in on him. There's Rodriguez again, who launched it from deep. Is it going in again? Oh, man! That's seemingly the only way this man scores is from 30-plus yards out. Number 6, Jason Rodriguez, with his 3rd goal in 2 games. Actually, scratch that. I believe he scored in the first game as well. 4 goals in 3 games. This one's not over yet. I'm sure we'll see him attempt at least one more from that distance. Bishop finds Rodriguez. Issa Garrett taking his time. Picks the ball up, gives it to Ewan on the right flank. Hits it long to Mito. Ball goes out of bounds. Esteban's got it. He goes for the long throw. Doesn't quite chip it over. And now Chris Garcia can make it 5. What a save from the Pace goalkeeper. He'll end up holding on to it. He'll punt it away. There's Danny Smith. Makes contact on the ball after it bounced. FCS players closing in. Rodriguez trying to dribble through the middle, and he's fouled. Referee calls it. This will be a free kick from the 50 for FCS. Britos opting for quick. Looking for Gutierrez. Bounces in there. Pace defender now with his eyes on the ball. Oh, and Gutierrez couldn't get the shot or pass off. Here's Garcia. Gives it to Rodriguez. Ooh, he's looking for the 1-2. Now Pace on the attack. He's chased down by Swindoll. This ball looks like it's going to go out for a throw-in. And the Pace sideline trying to speed this game up. Understandably so. They felt they had some momentum with that penalty. Garcia trying to get through two defenders there. Sammy Mito and Gutierrez challenging the back line of Pace. There's Bishop with the challenge, and William comes in. Look a bit like a handball, and the referee does call it there. FCS want to score more goals. Britos puts this ball really high. There's Mito, Gutierrez, and Garcia, who's got it now. It's on his left foot. What a save from the goalie once again. Absolutely needed to make that stop there. Garcia cuts inside, it's 2-goal, and it's in! Garcia has been relentless in this match. Now he's on the score sheet. He did have the assist earlier to David Ray on goal number 2 for FCS. Now he's got a goal and assist to his name in this match. It's a good job from Nick Britos recognizing the opportunity his team has had with Chris Garcia on the front line, who's just been subbed off to the applause of the team and fans that are here in attendance. Now FCS's front line consists of Gutierrez and Mito. Smallest players on the field, but have put the Pace back line under quite a bit of pressure. Uh-oh. And the defensive header ends up, thankfully, going over the bar for FCS. This will be a corner. Pace taking quite a bit of time to take this corner kick. If they're trying to pull off this remarkable comeback, you need to be a little bit quicker. That moment they're moving the flag. Little reminiscent of Diego Maradona. There's a clip of him moving the flag and the referee telling him to put it back. Danny Smith there first to touch the ball on the corner. Was looking to send Gutierrez through. There's Jerry Bishop challenging. It's crossed in. Isaguirre holds on to it, as he needed to, because there was a Pace attacking player there ready for a rebound or for the ball to skip through. Foul throw as the foot came off the ground in the back there. Much of the frustration of the Pace players. Britos throws it to Rodriguez, who had a Pace forward closing in on him. Britos will give it all the way back to Jason, who really gives this ball away. poor long ball from him. Looked like he was looking for Alberto. Ewan with another aerial challenge. There's Danny, runs over the ball. And Bishop trying to dribble out of pressure there. Gets it to his forward, who sends Gutierrez through. Who got outrun there by the pace defender. Really athletic team. There's no doubt about that. There's William in the middle of the field. Chasing it down. That's a good through ball for Pace. They could get the goal number 2 here. Oh, saved by Jason. And it's cleared out. A really good play from Pace. That needed an equally good save from Jason Isaguirre. Coming in clutch for FCS. Ewan's clearance doesn't clear the midfield. And Pace is back on the attack. Oh man, great flick, pass, backheel pass. But Rodriguez stops that otherwise beautiful play from finishing in a goal. Rodriguez sends it deep to Miro. Doesn't get the best bounce. And this will be a throw in for FCS. Here's Alberto, who gets slammed into by the pace defender. Really strong defense from him. Bishop can 1-2 with Gutierrez, opts not to. And the pace defender will kick it out of bounds. Bishop goes down the line to Gutierrez, gets his foot on it. And it's cleared out by Pace. And Swindoll's getting subbed off. As Joaquin Gonzalez will come on. Here's Rodriguez. Throw in for Pace after Gutierrez's challenge. Burritos will let this one go out. Gives it to Gutierrez. A little bit of time to turn the ball. Joaquin gives it to Gutierrez. Now Bishop trying to send Gutierrez through. Sammy Mito coming back for it. Danny Smith clears his line. Britos with a man on his back. He'll clear it out. As his teammates were calling man on for him. Sammy Mino just kicks it out of bounds. He had Duarte behind him. Pace making some room for themselves. There's a ball in the box here. They had 4 players in there, but it'll bounce all the way through. Burrito's dueling. Cross comes in. Ewan's there. Not sure if he knew he had a man behind him. Burritos will scissor clear this one. Gutierrez gets it to Joaquin. And number 19 for FCS, Danny, is offside. Way offside. Both of FCS's players were offside. And the referee makes the right decision there. And that is full time. FCS now moved to 2-1 as Pace fall 0-3 on the season. Well, 2-1 being 2 wins, 1 tie for FCS. Final score here, 5-1. FCS defeat the Spartans.